In about 20 years, one starving tribe conquered more of the planet than almost anyone in history, and no enemy ever beat them. Watch the map. From the Pacific coast of China all the way to the Caspian Sea, one color, swallowing a continent. Now rewind, because it started here. A frozen, empty plain, no cities, no kings, people so poor they own almost nothing but the horses they ride. So how does a starving tribe with nothing build the largest land empire the world has ever seen? And why, in the end, did no enemy have to lift a finger to destroy it? They had 6 weapons no one could counter. And the 6th one, the strangest of them all, is the real reason they won. It starts with a single abandoned boy. The man who built this empire began with nothing. His father is poisoned by an enemy tribe, the Tatars, in revenge for an old feud. Then his own clan abandons him and his mother on the open plain, leaving them to die in the cold. This is the world he is born into. Scattered tribes who cannot stand each other, raiding camps, stealing sheep, killing each other in endless little wars. No cities, no kings, just people too busy fighting themselves to threaten anyone. His name is Temujin, and as he watches his world tear itself apart, he decides something no one on the steppe has ever managed. He is going to end the feuding and turn all these enemies into one people. You will know him by his other name, Genghis Khan. So how does one man conquer a continent from a place with nothing? Here is how they did it. Weapon number 1, they do not march, they fly. Every Mongol soldier rides out with a string of horses, 3, 4, sometimes more, switching to a fresh one the moment his mount gets tired. He eats in the saddle. He sleeps in the saddle. He drinks mare milk, and when there is no food, he drinks a little blood from his own horse and keeps going. No heavy wagons, no slow supply lines, just men and horses moving as one. How fast? At its fastest, a Mongol army could cover around 100 miles in a single day. Enemy soldiers would wake up still lacing their boots, and the Mongols were already there. Speed got them to the fight. This is what they did when they arrived. The bow, small, curved, and deadly. The Mongol composite bow could outrange the bows of Europe, and here is the part that seems impossible. A Mongol could turn in the saddle and fire backward at full gallop, hitting a target while riding away from it. Imagine chasing an enemy who is still killing you as he runs. But the third weapon was not a weapon at all. It was fear. When a city refused to surrender, the Mongols made an example of it, so complete, so total, that the story raced ahead of their army. And the next city? It often opened its gates without a single arrow fired. Yes, fear did half the conquering for them. The fourth weapon broke every rule of the ancient world. Imagine your boss son outranks you for life, no matter how good you are. That was how almost every empire worked. Your father was a lord, so you were a lord. The Mongols threw that out. Under Genghis, a dirt-poor goatherd could rise to command 10,000 men if he was good enough. Loyalty and skill beat birth, every time. And the fifth weapon tied it all together, the yam. It was a relay, stations across the empire, each with fresh horses and riders waiting. A message could travel something like 1,000 miles in just days, hand to hand, rider to rider. Europe would not have anything close for another 600 years. It meant Genghis could rule a continent almost like it was a single room. But here is the most surprising weapon of all. And it is probably not what you would expect from people history called barbarians. Tolerance. The Mongols did not force their religion on anyone. Under their rule, Christians, Muslims, Buddhists all prayed freely. Holy men were often freed from taxes entirely. Taxes were frequently lighter than before. Trade roads were made safe, so a merchant could travel thousands of miles to sell his goods. And that, not just the sword, is what actually held the largest empire on earth together. Not fear, freedom. That is the part most people never hear. So what finally killed it? No greater army, no mighty rival. Nothing from the outside ever broke them. What broke them was their own size. The empire grew too vast for any one person to rule. And when Genghis Khan's own grandsons inherited it, they turned their armies on each other. The Yam went quiet, the Khanates went to war, and the most powerful war machine in history tore itself apart from the inside. The one thing no enemy could ever do to it. But an empire never truly disappears. Their roads, their postal system, the trade they protected, all of it shaped the world that came after. And geneticists believe a single Mongol-era bloodline still survives in roughly 16 million men walking the earth today. So here is my question. Could anyone have stopped the Mongols? Tell me below. And subscribe, because next time we uncover the empire that beat Rome at its own game, and you have probably never heard their name.